live and learn, or just live and get really annoyed. Is that a man in a bath towel running across the fairway? Softly, softly, floppy wedgie. Oh, wind. And I have the demons at the moment, so I'm going to try and splash this out and not scull it into that man's conservatory. As I said, my bunker play is exemplary and always has been. No? Wow, that was a silly thing to say. I don't like this hole. I'm gonna hit it up the fairway. Seems like a good idea. Oh, it's really good. Too many swing thoughts, too little goodness. Go on then, go on then, go on then. Oh! Hope is not a strategy, except right now. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Who's the idiot? Yes, it's me. What the hell has happened to this thing? What is wrong with you? Fool me once, can't get fooled again, basically. And I'm going to hit the golf ball with the golf club. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a course vlog. And the reason I say it like that is because I don't honestly know what this is going to be in some sort of bending of the space-time continuum. You will know the title of this video already, and I don't, even though I'm filming it. Initially, I was going to do the third of the Break 85 series, and then I thought maybe I should do Break 80. Can I finally break 80 for the first time? I've been playing quite well, my handicap's come down. However, both of those things may well go out the window because it is unbelievably windy here right now. Hopefully the mic shield is doing its job and you can't hear too much of that, but it is legitimately blowing an actual gale here in the UK. There is a storm coming through. You know it's a legitimate storm because it even has a name. I don't know what the name is, but I know that it has one. And when I checked my weather app just when I got out of the car, it said it was currently blowing 32 miles an hour. So break 80, break 85, break 105. I have no idea what this round of golf is going to have in store, but I did want to get another course vlog out on the channel. There hasn't been a huge amount of on-course golf on the channel recently, I am aware, which for a golfing YouTube channel, possibly not ideal, and is something that some people have been asking for, which is totally fair enough. So today I am out at Collingtree Park Golf Club near Northampton. I've played here a couple of times before, so I'm going to do a course vlog and I will shoot whatever I shoot, but hopefully it can turn into an entertaining video and you guys can see where my game is currently at. I'm just playing off the yellow members tees. It's not super long, but it is an incredibly tight golf course, this. Your sort of quintessential tight piece of property. It's been built in and around a housing development, which you will see as we go round. So not a lot of space. The driver may not even come out of the bag today. So here we go, break something at Collingtree Park Golf Club. Let's get to it. Right then, first hole, straight away par 4, 375, directly into this delightful gale force wind. Been out the car about 3 minutes, haven't had a warm-up, haven't been to the range, so I don't necessarily trust driver or indeed anything at this point. So I got the 2-iron and I'm just going to hit it up the fairway. Seems like a good idea. Okay, well that was about as bad a swing as one might expect. Not bad. Used the wind to my advantage that time. Right, I've got about 10 foot here to salvage a very ugly windswept par on the opening hole. And we have not. Bogey, 1 over through 1. Right, well that was not exactly the first hole I wanted, although also not a huge surprise given no warm-up, just rolled out the car and a slight rush because there was a queue on the first tee behind me, but bogey, no major harm done. The bad news is now I've got a 198 yard par 3 to contend with. Wind is now slightly helping off the left, I have a 6 iron. From what I can remember, bad things happen to the right of the green and very bad things happen to the left. Pin is on the right, so I'm just going to kind of hit it at the middle of the green and hope the wind pushes it to the right. That is pushing it very hard to the right. And it's rolled back in the bunker. Damn it. Okay, not a terrible shot that. I think actually the wind was hurting slightly, not helping. But just pushed it more right than I expected, but not awful. Fortunately, this could be awful. My bunker play of late has been terrible and I have the demons at the moment. So I'm going to try and splash this out and not scull it into that man's conservatory. Watch this space. Oh, that's really good. Go in. As I said, my bunker play is exemplary and always has been. Okay, well that is a very tricky hole. Nicely navigated. 1 over through 2. Right, par 5, and as you can see, I do not have my driver in hand. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this course is unbelievably tight. There may not be a single driver today, to be honest, and certainly there isn't going to be one now. There's water left, there's water right, there's absolutely no space down there whatsoever. So I've got the 2 iron again. Hopefully I cannot borderline shank it like I did on the first and just get something in play. There's never going to be a 2-shotter given the wind today, so safety first today, I believe. Yeah, that's the one. Not gone very far into the wind, but it's in the fairway and not in the water. Job 1 done. Okay, well that didn't go very far as expected. I have 300 yards to the green on not a very long par 5, but the wind is legitimately howling into my face. I have a 4 iron. The goal here is, again, just in play. I'm going to hit it at the right edge of that left tree. I think the wind will push it right slightly. Just want to get it round the corner. The green's over to the left. So as long as I'm not blocked out, I'll be happy. Oh, it's very well struck. Just hang on. Should be fine. Might be in a little valley, but should be fine. Right, well, as you can probably tell from that very ugly swing and me practically falling over, the wind and the lie, kind of lost my balance on that one, so basically completely thinned it over the back of the green. And now another chance to show off my mad bunker skills. That's more like what I expected the first time. In case anyone's wondering, that is not my normal bunker technique, but the sand, such as it is, was absolutely rock hard. So I tried to just pick it, play like a little chippy, bumpy, runny shot, and ended up doing kind of neither one thing nor the other. So disappointingly got about 30 feet here to save par. Not bad. One bad shot, bogey. Okay, well I clubbed up then because as I may have mentioned, it is quite windy. And I've just run over the back, but that's actually not the end of the world. Water short, so long, definitely preferable. Kind of chipping downwind now, which isn't ideal. Just need to kind of get this over that first little hump and it should roll down towards the pin. It should roll down towards the pin. Not bad, not great, not bad. Okay, well, suffice it to say that 3 over after 4 is not what we call a good start. It is windy, and I am feeling a bit rushed. They've got people behind me and need to let some guys through. But honestly, on a day like this, I don't know what a good score is. I would have loved to have broken 80. I would love to break 85. Maybe we still can. But really, this is kind of survival mode. Thankfully, turning downwind now. So I've got a short par 4 downwind. Hopefully can claw back some respectability and keep things at least a little bit on track. Yep, good start. Okay, good tee shot there. Got 100 yards left in to the pin. It's at the back. Wind is howling straight behind, so it's a 54 degree, but not a full one. Otherwise, we're going to go very long. Kick left, kick left. Yeah, not bad. Little bit pushy. Came out of that one a little bit. Hard to trust it with so much wind behind. But not terrible, not far off pin high. And first birdie putt of the day. Break. Not bad. It's an easy par. 3 over through 5. Well, I said there might be no drivers today, but I am holding one. Kind of shortish par 4, about 350, mega downwind. This could be a mistake, but I think if I catch a good one, I could get it up near the fringe or the front, and certainly over all the trouble. So just need to keep it straight. It's pretty good. Cut a little bit, cut a little bit. Well, it's not gone all the way, but I don't think it'll be a million miles off. Pretty pleased with that. 60 yards in. Driver was the play, even if it may not be too many times today. Just got to try and land this a little bit short because, again, the wind will push it up a bit. Sit. Oh, what a weird bounce. Not horrendous, annoying kick that. Whoa, it's windy. Pushed it. Pushed it. Still easy par again. Back-to-back pars. Still 3 over through 6. Pretty little par 3 this. It's 1-3-2 to the flag, which would ordinarily be a pretty good pitching wedge number, but there's a lot of wind. However, I think anything less might not get there, and if it did, may spin off the front, which is not good. It's quite a big false front. So I'm going to hit this not full, which is not my specialty, taking something off it, but a probably 85% pitching wedge is the intention, possibly not the execution. Go in. No. Wow, that was a silly thing to say. It's definitely not gone in. It's short. Okay, well that must have been more like a 60% pitching wedge, because even with all the wind help, it's still quite short. Big swooping right to left putt here. Uphill, 30 feet. Third birdie look in a row, but not an easy one. Go on then, go on then. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Just a tiny tester for the par. Just enough to keep concentrated, hopefully. Yes. Very good. Well, I'm not taking my own advice, unfortunately, because again, I have a driver in my hand. Reason being, this is a par 5. This one is reachable in 2 if I get a good drive away. Again, we're still downwind. This could be foolish, but let's see. 3 pars in a row, obviously got the confidence up. No coincidence they all come on the downwind holes, but I think we've got one more and then we're back into wind. So try and make the most of it. Oh, it's really good. Just drifting a bit. Nice kick. Should be able to get there in 2. Well, it's possibly for the best, but I didn't actually realise quite how tight this hole is. There's water and some rather nice houses just here and OB left, but good drive, and as I suspected, very reachable in 2 now. I've got 170 to the pin, and I'm holding an 8 iron, which might be too much given this wind, but certainly should at least get it back there. Oh no, that's dead. What a terrible shot, straight in the water. Okay, I don't actually know what happened then. Probably got ahead of myself thinking birdie. Now, got to get up and down to make par. It's about as bad a golf swing as one can physically put on a ball. I think too many swing thoughts, too little goodness. So, now we've had to take a drop out of this. I think there's water in there, hazard, and I've got 70 yards to the pin. Need to land it short and hope it trundles. Trundle. Okay, well that is super frustrating. From 170 yards in to be on in 2 to a 25 foot, 30 foot putt to save par. Oh dear. Go on then, go on then, go on then. Oh, good putt. Good putt, but sloppy bogey. Right, 9th hole. Annoyed by that bogey, but no disaster, 4 over. This is a bit of a bastard driving hole, this. Green's all the way over there. Tempted to hit driver, but that tree I think is too big to clear. So you've got to sort of finagle it down the right and then feed it left. Luckily wind is kind of helping off the right, so I've got the 2 iron. I don't know if we'd call it trusty yet, not been in the bag that long. Let's hope it's trusty. 2 iron over the right side of that smaller tree on the left. Needs to turn, needs to turn. I think that's going to be awkward. Okay, well this is maybe even more awkward than I thought it was going to be. I got downhill lie, well a sloping lie, tree branch, creek, wind. I don't know. I also have a 50-degree wedge. I honestly don't know. I think this will go left when it comes off. So I'm going to aim it right edge of the green and hope I miss the tree branch. Hope is not a strategy, except right now. Oh, come out rather well. It's come out really rather too well. Massive flyer, didn't turn, over the green. Okay, did not expect that to come out that well or go that far. This is really awkward. Got to get over this hump, short-sided, could kick on. Got a 60-degree. I need to carry this far enough to get over the downslope, but not too far to hit the other downslope on the far side of the pin. So do that, I reckon. Oh yeah, a bit like that. Oh, it's too good. I hit that too well and it just died. The last place I expected to leave that was short, but I guess I just didn't get it. Is that a man in a bath towel running across the fairway? I think it might be a woman in a bath towel. This is very odd. Some people are on the fairway. They think he's got a par putt. Right, apologies for that weird streaker interlude. They ran off into the bushes and I don't know what happened there. So I do indeed have a par putt, quite a difficult one. Oh, sit, oh, sit. Oh, that's not good. All right, a little bit ham-fisted there and a little bit of work to do for the bogey. But done. Okay, so that is 9 holes in, 5 over par, which is not incredible, but not a disaster. Course handicap here off yellows is 10, so I guess that's kind of on pace, although I am quite salty about the par 5 bogey, but hey, we live and learn. Turn to sort of be not quite into the wind, but kind of across now, so probably going to get a little bit more difficult from here on in. But hey ho, the goal I suppose is still break 80/85. It's par 70 around here, so anything better than double digits would be in the 70s. The wind is still pretty fierce. Hole by hole, trust the process, etc. and so on, and just see where I end up at the end of the day. Slightly curiously off a mat here. It's very much not winter, it's August, but the regular tee boxes, which are just there, are totally overgrown. Not really sure what's going on. Anyway, weird par 4 this. There is a green, obviously, but there's a big bit of water that cuts in about 200 yards. I have a 6 iron just to keep it short, just in case it gets a juicy bounce. Oh, it's glorious. Did get a juicy bounce. I think it's okay. Well, that's fun. It must have got the juiciest of all the juicy bounces and gone somewhere in this scrap because it's nowhere to be seen. I don't really understand that. It was 205 for the water and I hit a 6 iron and I did hit it well, but that's a bit ridiculous. Anyway, live and learn, or just live and get really annoyed. So I've had to take a drop out the water and I now have 110 to the flag. I have a 50-degree wedge again. Hopefully this time I don't nuclearize it over the green like I did on the last hole. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so gone from thinking I was in position A off the tee to being in position T, U, after 3, wait, 2, 3, yes, and needing to get up and down over a bunker from under a tree to avoid the first juicy double of the day, not the good kind. So 60-degree, need to be soft, softly, floppy, wedgy. Get up. I don't like this hole. Right, I'm trying to avoid throwing a sort of full-on childish temper tantrum here, because even good golfers make doubles and I am not one of those, but this is not going well. I have this for a bogey. I'm going to putt it because I am. Go on, you've left it short, you little sausage. That is a double, first of the day. Okay, so that's 3 drop shots in 2 holes. First adversity of the round. Well, you know, golf adversity, not real adversity. Long par 3 again, 186 to the back, pins at the back. Wind is screaming off the right. I think it's 6 iron. I'm going to aim kind of between the mound and the tree and trust that the wind will push it left. I can't remember what this green looks like, so there's a slight hit and hope. Wind, 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 wind. There we go. Think that's all right. But then I thought that about the last one. Right, well, I must have hit that insanely well because it's a 6 iron that's gone, well, 15, 20 yards long of the pin. So that's 2 6 irons in a row that I thought were fine that were not. Maybe I don't know how far I hit my 6 iron. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. So I've got to chip this back on now. Quite a lot of rough to carry. I think just over the fringe, and it should release to the hole, in the hole. Go on, in the hole. Yeah. Right, I would really like to make this. It's been a few bad holes, and I thought I hit a good tee shot, and I would like a par just to steady the ship. But I don't have one. I have another tedious bogey, and we're now 8 over par. Blug. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying the video so far. It's certainly nice to get out on course for another course vlog. The quality of the golf has declined somewhat in the last few holes, and it wasn't that good to begin with, so that's obviously not ideal. But thank you for watching. Thank you. Oh, it's dark. Thank you to Collingtree for having me out and agreeing to let me film. Obviously the channel is still at a fairly modest scale, so it's nice when courses are able to support like this and let me out to get around with the camera. Hopefully got a few more of these lined up over the next couple of months, so definitely want to do some more course vlogs in a few different places. If there's anywhere you'd like me to play in the relatively near area, or anyone who wants to arrange for me to play anywhere, that would obviously be great. So please let me know in the comments, and I will continue to try to be better at golf and maybe make a par. Okay, so what I definitely need after several bad holes is the number 1 handicap hole, 430-yard par 4 straight into wind. And as luck would have it, that's what we've got. So it's definitely driver. Just got to hit a good tee shot. There's trouble up the right, there's water on the left. Yeah, it's tee shot or bust, really. No, it's not a good tee ball. For right! I have no idea where that's gone. I'm going to hit provisional. Right, I've gotten incredibly lucky here. That was a terrible shot, but I've managed to find a little window in all of this gumph. The lie is okay, but I still got 177 into wind. So I'm going to hit this seemingly very volatile 6-iron again. Oh, I've hit it really well again. Be good. What the hell has happened to this thing? Well, that's another absolutely smashed 6-iron in a row that's gone like 195 yards into wind. Might have to have that club check for PEDs. This is a very, very difficult putt. Downhill, left to right, but frankly, the fact that I even got a birdie putt after that horrific tee shot is more than I deserve. So it's all a bonus from here. Break, 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 break. Oh, it's trying. That's pretty good. Difficult hole, bad tee shot. Par is absolutely fine. And on we move. Right, well, after those 2 terrible swings on the last, I probably shouldn't be holding my driver again so quickly, but we've got a par 5 downwind, and it's not that long, and frankly I'm too weak to resist the temptation. So I'm going to go driver. Wind is helping off the right, so I'm going to try and take it over this tree, between these 2 trees on the right, and hopefully the wind will push it back, and hopefully I can hit a less terrible shot than I did on the last. Yes, I have. It's bending slightly more left than I would like, but it's fine. That's one thing, if you've watched this far, you've probably noticed, and it's really bugging me, is I am not following through properly and holding my finish, and I'm getting all out of balance. I need to work on that. This like very snappy coming out of my swing once I finished it is not good, so definitely need to work on that going forward. Okay, good drive, better than I realised actually. Fairway kind of moves this way, so centre of the fairway. I have 175 to the pin, or to the middle rather. Normally that would be the Nuki Boy 6, but he's got roid rage, so I'm going to hit 7 and hopefully that's enough. It's very thin, but it might work. Oh, I don't know. Bad strike. Might have got lucky. Well, several things to discuss here. Firstly, I got quite lucky. This isn't bad considering how thin I hit that shot. Secondly, I have identified a weakness in my game, which appears to be that I crap the bed the minute I have a chance to reach par 5 in 2, so that's something to work on. And then finally, this. Now, if I'm in a competition, if I'm putting a card in, which I can't because I'm playing on my own, in case anyone's wondering, I'd putt this. I would definitely putt this, but for the hashtag content and because I'm trying to be a proper golfer and actually get better, I'm going to chip it. I have a 50-degree wedge in my hand, so I'm going to attempt to get it up the slope and let it run up towards the pin. Now, this could be a terrible decision, I don't know, but that's what a real golfer would do, and I'd like to be one of those one day, so we might as well start trying now. Oh! Well, that nearly went in. As it is, it's gone quite far past, but the line was really good and the contact was really good, just a bit heavy-handed, so I'm actually fine with that. Okay, first birdie putt for a good long while. I saw this on the way past. It did very little. It should go very slightly to the left on the way back. This would be nice. Maybe justification for chipping it. I'd have definitely got it closer putting, but as I say, proper golfer. Go in. Ah, blurg. Okay. Par ski. Just. And the bleeding has, I guess, stopped 2 pars in a row. So that is 13 holes done, 8 over. Okay, another longish par 3. It's 177 to the back. The pin is at the back-ish. The wind is into off the left. It should be a 6-iron. Should be a 6-iron. If this one goes long, we're going to have words, you and me. Wind. Wind! That has actually gone long. What is wrong with you? I don't know anymore. I'm starting to wonder if the watch is wrong and giving me bad yardages to the back. Because again, this is like a 190 yard 6-iron into wind, which is just like not how far my 6-iron goes, even if I would like it to. Anyway, right, let's try and get up and down for par. Or chip it in for birdie. No, up and down for par. Okay, well, according to the scorecard, this is stroke index 12, but I'm not having it. The wind is hard off the left. There is a road / OB right here. Bumpy humpies, lady lumpies all down the left. So I'm not hitting driver. I'm going to be sensible. I got the 2-iron. I'm just going to aim it at the left. The mounds should kick it right, but honestly, anything in play is fine on this hole, given the conditions. Oh yeah, oh no. Oh, I spoke way too soon. That's that wind I was talking about. Bunker. Okay, not in the bunker. Thankfully, the camber kept it safe, because that is not a great bunker to be in. I got 168 to the flag. I think you know what I'm about to say. The Nuki Boy 6 is back out. This can't go long. There is loads and loads of wind into off the left. So, fool me once, can't get fooled again, basically. 25 yards long again. 190 yards 6-iron, again into wind. Who's the idiot? Yes, it's me. What's going on? Don't know. Annoying, isn't it? Up and down for par. Go, go, go! Little bit left on that one. Little bit of meat here. About 6 foot right to left for the par. Yep. Okay, so that is 15 holes done, still 8 over. Right, hole 16, relatively short par 4. The green is behind this massive tree on the left. It's only 345, but it is dead into wind. Well, into off the left. I'm going to hit it at the tree and it should peel right and finish kind of over these 2 bunkers. Oh, that's a very bad strike. I think I'm going to get away with it. Low heely squirter, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, that was a bad drive, but I've got lucky, I suppose. Just squirted through the fairway. I have 89 yards to the flag, sand iron in hand, and I'm going to hit the golf ball with the golf club. I don't think that's going to get there. It's pretty good. Okay, pretty good shot there. Bit long. I don't honestly know if I've started hitting the ball better recently. I might need to do my yardages again, because that club into wind should have been kind of dead on, if a little bit short. But anyway, 15 feet, breaking right to left for the first birdie of the round. Oh, I think it was the line. Still, another par. And that's a few in a row now, and we're still 8 over. I'm still 8 over. On that, a completely random aside, I don't know why golf YouTubers all say we all the time, and I do it. We do it. I find myself doing it as well. It's really bizarre. And it's not like a diss or a call out. Loads of golf YouTubers I really love do it, and I just don't get it. I guess it's supposed to bring the audience with you, but we've hit it in the bunker. It's kind of, you've hit it in the bunker. So I am trying to be I in these vlogs, but for some strange reason, or I guess just from watching a lot of other people, I do lapse into the third person, the plural on occasion. I'm rambling. Right, 8 over par, 2 holes to go. Okay, 17th hole, short par 3. It is 123 to the pin, 117 middle. Wind is helping a bit off the right. I have a 50-degree wedge. Long is dead, I believe. Long is dead. Oh, that might be dead. That's out of bounds. Right, 3 off the tee, unless by some miracle that has stayed in. That's short, but it's not dead. Go on, bounce up. Oh, that's really bad. It did not stay in. That is a very good example of the power of negative thinking, because that is exactly what I did the only other time I've ever played this hole. Very, very gentle, short par 3, downwind. bladed it OP. Two very bad swings there because even the second one wasn't great. Right, well I think it's pretty obvious from that tee shot that I'm not a proper golfer, so I will be putting this. I got about 50 feet up a big hill to somehow save bogey, so good luck with that. Get up, get up, get up. Right, still got work to do for double. 6 feet right to left for double bogey on possibly the easiest hole on the golf course. And I've pushed it. That is a triple. Oh dear. A very, very ugly triple, and with that 11 over, and the breaking 80 dream is sadly dead unless I somehow make an eagle on the last, which could happen, but probably not. Well, it is a par 5, but boy is it a tricky one. There's water all the way along up the left. It's 530 yards, it's into wind. Nothing but a very, very, very good drive will suffice, and even then getting on in 2 is unlikely. So going to play it out to the right, not too far. There's OB right, by the way, so it's all good stuff. So I'm going to smoke one down the middle. The power of positive thinking this time. It went down the middle. Okay, well, I'm not totally sure at what point the camera gave up the ghost then. I think as I was holding my follow through, I just heard a noise. Anyway, I did hit a very good drive, probably the best of the day. It landed in the middle and it's just trickled into the rough. Unfortunately, even so, I can't go for the green. It's 275 yards away. It's into wind, and it's also an island green with water all in front. So I'm going to have to lay up. The cap may be no laying up, but I very much am laying up. So just going to hit it up the right of these stakes, and then hopefully play on from there. That should be perfect. Well, there will be no breaking 80, although I must say that doing it on a par 70 track wouldn't really feel legit anyway, 9 over, particularly seeing as my best score to date to par has been 8 over several times. So I'm not sure doing it on a par 70 would have felt great. Still, 11 over, this last hole to finish up, not too bad, pretty much a round handicap. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have put up with my mediocre golf and senseless ramblings for this long, then probably subscribe to the channel because you will enjoy the rest of it. New videos every week, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Okay, big hill here, about 30 feet, fairly straight up the hill. Can we end on a birdie? Can I end on a birdie? You've done nothing. No. Can I end on a par? Which would be a disappointment not to after a fairly well played hole. No, I can't do that either. So that is a bogey for 12 over 82.